Alright, let's talk a little bit about my NFT drop happening soon on Don't Buy Memes gallery. Hi everyone, I'm Lucas Guzman. I'm an Argentinian Dutch 3D artist and I'm here to talk about my upcoming NFT drop on Don't Buy Memes gallery. I'm really excited about this one because there's some amazing artists that have already posted very great art in there. I'm quite excited. I'm also very nervous and I hope it goes really well because I want to keep on making cool stuff like this one. Oh, by the way, why am I using this AR filter? It's because this pineapple is one of the main imageries used on their gallery. And I wanted to have something a little more interesting for having this announcement video, you know, and it's like a really cool rig thing that moves with my mouth, and I can also do this. And anyway, let's get started with this. For this drop, I wanted to talk about something that is really important for me, or has been really important in my life, which is gaming. I really wanted to talk about the history and the future of gaming, something that has been going in my head for a very long time, and how gaming is slowly taking over our lives more and more, from the very early days when we just playing on a TV until the future where we're gonna be with something attached to our faces 24/7. Yeah, let me tell you a little bit about all the NFTs that I made. Let's start with NFT number one. The beginning, the good old PacMan, Pong, Mega Man, all the great games with giant pixels and very limited palette of shiny colors. Among all these NFTs, you will see constantly this recurring thing that happening that I take it from, it's a concept from gaming, which is collecting pineapples. A bunch of characters are collecting them, but in this case, for example, you see them all over the place. And PacMan eating these tiny 2D pineapples. To make this, for example, I started with a 3D board and animated PacMan inside in 2D together with the ghost. And then I used TyFlow to make the simulation of the particles going around. Then all this, I took it into Blender and I put it in this kind of pixel art style, which I think came out pretty good. You can even see the RGB little dots like it happened with the original old televisions. Then I grabbed the original sprites from Mega Man, animated this little Mega Pineapple Man in After Effects, which was a lot of fun, and finally placed it all together back in Blender with this TB frame, which is heavily based on the one that I had when I was a kid, when I was playing the NES. All right, next up. I remember waking up early on Sunday morning to slam one of those Sega cartridges on my Mega Drive, and then I was just gonna play yet again the first level of Sonic the Hedgehog from like the 500th time or something, while my grandma was asking me to please go clean my room. For this, I basically remade the first level of Sonic 3D Blast, because it had to be in 3D. I'm a 3D artist, and this is the Sonic that it got the closest in my childhood to that. I love that style, shiny colors. Then I grabbed this little character where I took the kind of the classic Sonic body and I animated it in 3D, copying the movements of the original 2D Sonic and then adding a pineapple as its own head. Then I grabbed this little 3D character and I made it run around this giant loop, and then it hits its head against the question mark from Mario. And yeah, that's when it gets this power up, and it's these effects were made in After Effects, and yeah, this one was a lot of fun to be made. All right, let's move on to the next one. This is NFT number 3, The Present. For this very intense loop, I wanted to have like a fast-paced action video game with that has a bit of Minecraft, a little bit of Call of Duty, my experience in Call of Duty, and all the crazy stuff, like, and also a little bit of GTA involved in there. Just very fast injections of frustration and dopamine for the most intense gaming experiences out there. For this one, I had a whole thing in my head first. I put together all these guys, and I just dreamed of this dude just going super fast from one thing to another. First thing I did was just make this sketch of all the characters going through the steps and of killing each other. And yeah, it was, I think, the most important part, to sketch out those things in order to make sure that then later all the build-up happens correctly. Then I added the animations from Examo, and then I moved everything to Blender, and then yeah, I started adding just environment around the body. It's just mostly the details that I had fun adding at the end on the environment. My logo bird skull on the back, and the Easter egg poster, for example, and some other extra details around the place. And finally, the future. I sometimes daydream about all the tech that is being developed and where we are headed. As AR devices become more powerful and we find new solutions to battery life, the line between what's real and what is the metaverse will become very thin, actually. But at some point in the future, we'll just be able to use headsets that are much more advanced than the HoloLens or the Magic Leap, and we'll be able to just replace the whole space around you. That's why I made this scene where, like, there are two friends that are shooting at each other with laser guns, and one of them gets on the way of a car. So then he says turn around and just say, like, wave, and then let the car pass. And that's the 1 second that you see how the real world looks like behind all of this 3D effects around. And it basically becomes this advertisement world that it's full of noise of media and advertisement and whatnot. So the whole scene is made in 3D. The only thing that I had to put together later in After Effects, just to have some more freedom, was the ads that you see hanging on top. That I exported the just some particular points on the scene into the 3D space of After Effects, and I started adding all those layers. This one was a lot of fun to be made as well, and also something that made me think a lot, not just portraying what I know about gaming from the past, but also having to use my knowledge for the future. Now, something that you might have been noticing is the really cool sounds that you're hearing on each one of these. Francesco, aka Trippin Jaguar, he made all the sounds and the music for this one. We also did a little music video, which is seen here on the background. So I'm gonna leave the link below so you can check out that one as well. And yeah, really nice guy to work with, and I love what he made, how he nailed each one of the eras of gaming for this drop. A part of the style of the gallery Don't Buy Meme is that they give a part of the earnings to charities that accept crypto. And for this one, I chose to give to the Food Bank of Argentina. The pandemic has hit Argentina pretty hard. Last year, 170,000 people went daily to the food bank. This year, that number has gone up to 500,000. So it is awesome for me to be able to donate to my home country. So yeah, that's all for now. Thank you so much for letting me explain you what I did for my collection of animations. I hope you like what you see. And yeah, if you really like what I'm making, just please follow me on Instagram or Twitter, and yeah, I'm just gonna keep on having fun while moving my face with this thing. I can do this. Anyway, thank you so much. See you next time.